Hi, I'm Tammy Randolph, and you're watching The Chamber Does What? Hi, thank you for joining me. Today I have Jason Padgett. Jason, I'm going to let you say what you do.
Well, I work for the Boys and Girls Club of the Ocoee Region, and I am the Youth Force Director, which is really workforce development director for our teenagers here in Bradley County.
Now, Youth
And
Force,
other counties. We have a lot of counties.
you do, but do you bus kids in from other counties, or you just do the schools here?
Well,
Logistically,
we can't really do a daily program outside, so we're trying to expand to reach out to other counties. They do have access to the resources that we have. So like during the summer, they can participate if they want.
Okay.
But like during the school year, it's a little hard for me and Joseph to go out to the community.
And Joseph is?
He is our program director, my
Joseph
right-hand
Sullivan.
man. Yeah, dynamic duo. I don't know about dynamic, but I mean, anyways, yeah, dynamic is like we bounce off each other well. I was making a joke, but
And this is actually Youth Force is where we filmed the podcast.
yes, we filmed the podcast with you guys. The kids have a couple podcasts that they're working on. We got a podcast that they call Bank on It, which is our financial literacy podcast, and there's another one that we're doing called What Am I Watching? And it's really a podcast about multicultural like exposure. So it's these girls to watch anime, and they kind of do reaction videos to some of the episodes that they have, and so it's really fun.
What kind of programs do you offer here for the kids?
So in-house, so like with the two things that we offer within these walls are AV and innovation. AV, we do video production. Case in point. We've done some music recording. The kids just did a music video right before Christmas, and they do anything that has to do with like audiovisual, and we run sound events. In fact, we have a team of kids going again to the National Boys and Girls Club of America conference to shoot promo videos for the conference.
Is this the one in New Orleans?
That was like our second one. That was for the South Regional Conference, which we had asked to do. The first one was in San Diego, and then this one is going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's in April. And they're also getting to go to the National Boys and Girls Club office in Atlanta for a weekend in March for some training. I think Shaq's going to be there. I don't know. I'm hoping Shaq's going to be there. I'm just manifesting it because I really want to meet him. But he lives in Atlanta.
And he's big on Big Boys and Girls Club.
Big on Boys and Girls Club.
Now, how did you all get picked to do the conference, this one in North Carolina?
So it actually started way back. It was like 2 years ago in November when those hurricanes came through. There was a meeting that we were trying to get Jim Clark to be on one of our podcasts that we were doing at the time. And we were trying to get him, and our CEO's boss was asking, well, if he can't make it, do you think your kids would, he's going to be taking a trip to North Carolina to check out the hurricane damage. Do you think your kids would like to go? And I immediately said yes. Signed them up for a documentary. I had full faith in them that they could do it, that my team of adults and the students as well had some really talented kids that have kind of carried over. Lost a few along the way. Some of them moved or whatever, but yeah, they went and shot a documentary, and then about 3 or 4 months later, they were sitting around a table. They're talking about conference. So Boys and Girls Club of America has like a national youth competition or national youth talent competition. Mm-hmm. And so hundreds of Boys and Girls Club kids from America submit their applications through singing, dancing, and all that stuff. and they were trying to figure out a way to like get more into like the video side. And so this woman who was one of the ladies we interviewed, she's one of the vice presidents. I want to say she's vice VP of Boys and Girls Club of America, but I could be wrong. She was sitting in the room with like these adults that never agree on anything. And she said, hey, Boys and Girls Club of the Ocoee Region just came out and did a documentary, and they did a really great job. They showed them the documentary, and all 15 of them agreed that our students should go.
Oh, wow.
And so that's what began that journey. Kind of talked ourselves into a job there. And so we have, since then, got asked to go back to the New Orleans, and then now again the national, second time in a row. And no other Boys and Girls Club in America did it. Mm-hmm. They chose us, like specifically because of what our kids could do.
That's fabulous.
Which was awesome. And they got to, it's all paid, expenses paid trip. They room, board, food, everything. We did get to meet some celebrities last time. I got to ride the elevator with Donnie Wahlberg, which was
that's kind of cool.
Complete surreal. He made a video with me for my aunt who loved him.
Well, yeah.
Totally made her day. It was really awesome.
So these kids are getting some real world exposure.
Oh yeah.
With doing these and getting out, and so they're finding out what it's like. They're getting real world exposure. They're getting to go and have people on a national level see what they're doing. And these are kids here in Cleveland and Bradley County.
Yeah, they. Yes, it's imposter syndrome for us sometimes. We're just like, wow, they're wanting us, and it's like we get to go there, and our kids are. And it's like it's one of those things that like as a teenager, I don't know if it's really setting in with them about how we stress it to them. Like, look, this is a huge experience. Like, one in 3,000 clubs or something in the whole America, and they picked us like out of all of them because we're doing what no one else is doing, and the way we're doing it too is completely unique too.
How do the kids are able to get involved with your programs?
So we're here at the Pie Center, and so there's a couple of ways. Right now we have a grant that the grant pays for the kids to come have these experiences, which really helps our program because it really keeps the kids in the doors, because extracurricular activities we're combating with a lot of things, football, all that stuff, and then actually them getting a job. So them being able to come in and get paid is a huge deal for us. And so they could get plugged in through the Pie Center with the Bradley County schools. They could also just walk in the door and sign up after school.
So you don't have to be a Bradley County school student.
No.
So Cleveland City Schools, Tennessee Christian, anybody that's any of the high school students would be able to come in and sign up.
Yeah, in fact, we've had really great success with the homeschool community. We got a thing coming up and in February where they wanted us to come talk to them about trades, and so we're working on something with Cleveland State to get plugged in with them. We're looking for some industries to kind of back us to get them on it's almost like a pre-apprentice type job we're trying to find. And then, so they'll give us the accreditation. See, what my plan has been is the Pie Center already does A, B, C, and D. So you got like your normal trades like welding, all that stuff. We can't really compete with that because they've got all the resources in the building and stuff. And so, and we're not really in competition with them. We're just trying to figure out how to supplement it and also find other trades and we do AV stuff really well. And content is like never going away.
Well, like I said, we do our podcast here. The kids record it, they edit it, they put the package together, and so they're delivering it for a professional basis, and they're getting to build their resumes.
Yeah,
here.
And they're getting paid for it too.
And they're getting paid for it too. So along with that, besides just what you do here in the studio, do you do things outside as well? And I know you've done sound for the chamber before.
Yeah. So yes. So we have a AV business, which we have the kids go. We go. Right now, it's kind of Joe and I go and setting up. We just go and set up sound for things like the chamber and the museum. We've done museum a few times. We go and set up for events, and then let the kids get like on the ground, I guess, level of like experience. And that's mainly the biggest thing Joe and I have tried to push is experiences and opportunities. It's an experience that is like no one else is doing it. Like we're trying to, side note, we're trying to get the kids to go to Disney here. They have like these really great workshops. And so we're trying to figure out a way to get the kids to not do a fundraiser, but to like create products, because we have like laser engravers, 3D machines, 3D printing machines, which is the innovation side. I didn't even talk about that side.
I know, we haven't gotten that far, the innovation side.
And so we try to give them opportunities and experiences. And the AV team is one of the paid AV team of sound events. It gets kind of confusing with the words. The AV team is like everyone who does video and stuff, but then we have our live events, which is what
they do as well.
Yeah.
There's a little bit. So there's probably, if you've got an interest in any type of event or digital or creating something artistic like that, anything like that, there's probably a place for you here at Youth Force for you to find out about.
Yeah.
And so you were saying, because you do outside events, so if any businesses were looking to find out how they can get involved with you, either to support the kids, to do like you said with the apprenticeship program you're trying to run, how would they be able to get in touch with you?
Well, their first step could probably be contacting you at the chamber, and then also contacting myself through email.
What is your email?
jpaddgett@bgcocoee.org.
Okay.
Yeah, and that would be the first step. Or if you know anybody that works at the Boys and Girls Club of the Ocoee region, you can find me that way too. I mean, I can give my phone number too.
Yeah, you can give a phone number.
So my phone number is, I didn't know.
Well, the last person I asked their phone number, they didn't know their phone number, so I didn't want to put you on the stand if you didn't know the phone number.
I need to put 1, 2. No, my phone number is 423-508-7428. Yeah, so we're looking for some opportunities to do so.
And this has been a great partnership for us. I like being able to give the kids work and have them find out what it's like to work with a boss and to get the feedback back to them so they know what's happening. Like when they're doing an edit, if I don't like it, then they have to fix it. And
yes, it is. Yes.
And giving them real world experience.
It's a lot of in the deadlines and like the professional development, because we've created a pretty unique system here where it's the hard skills met with the soft skills that we're training them to do. So everyone that leaves through our program at some level has been developed as a professional. And so, which I'm very proud of in that sense, because like we've really done, it was really hard getting this program going in the beginning. And so trying to figure out what it was, exactly where we fit in, and, you know, having the Pi Center as a resource, or trying to see where we kind of like carve that path. And so, which we have, and we're doing really good, I think. So
I think so, and I hope we're helping.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate it. Appreciate everything that y'all do here, that you're working with us with the podcast. And I look forward to seeing you the next time.
All right.
All right. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions about the Youth Force, please check them out. But again, like, share, tell your friends, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.